This morning, we are on the road once again, and we have headed to New England's premier fashion event. We've been talking about it all week long, and that is Style Week. Now, it kicked off Wednesday and runs until tomorrow night. It's been a big event. This is where we find Ashley Erling with an inside look behind the scenes of the big event. Good morning, Ashley.
Hey, good morning, Will. So we are here. It is season 15 of Style Week, well underway. We've already had 2 nights of runway shows and 2 more coming up. And we are here this morning with handbag designer Kent Stetson. I'm so excited because you are closing out Style Week this time.
What an honor and no pressure.
No pressure at all. No pressure at all whatsoever. So we have so much to get to. So first of all, let's talk about some of the inspiration behind your collection this season. I know you're always doing something different, but this one's really pretty specific with the innovation.
Absolutely. So the theme of Style Week this year is the future is fashion. And so in that thread, I called the show Motherboard. And it's really a hybrid of high-tech meets handmade. So this idea that we are all crafting our pieces that are being shown on the runway and it's handmade is very important, but incorporating technology into that to tell a unique story is really the goal of this show.
Some of the stuff you have is so cool. We're looking at some of it now. Let's talk about this one here. That it's just catching my eye, lighting up, obviously. What's going on with that one?
Sure, absolutely. So there's a whole series of bags in the show that are electronic and light up and have screens. This is one of the pieces. The theme of the brain, the heart, and the body are tied in into the visuals of this collection. And so this is obviously the brain with this piece here.
That is incredible. And how about a couple of these other pieces that we have here?
Sure. So this piece is a motherboard that you would see controlling a computer, and that is the title piece for the collection. This piece here I call Robot Candy. Very much handmade. So I used the lace that I would make bracelets out of when I was a little kid. So very much that handmade idea, and then wove all of it together with this electric neon pink leather.
That is so cool, but that is not all you have going on. So you have some pretty innovative technology happening here on the runway. What's going to be going on?
Well, we don't need people on the runway the way that someone who's making clothing might, and so you'll see our models are very non-traditional. We have robots, cyborgs, and you'll see coming down here in just a moment, we have one of our flying friends, the drone, who will also be featured prominently in the collection, carrying pieces.
This is incredible. When you started putting together this collection, did you know you wanted to do this? Was this something that came to you while you were designing?
Oh, we knew we wanted to do this.
This is incredible.
Yeah, it was all about figuring out how to make it happen.
I can't even believe. So we just literally are seeing right now this first test run.
There you go.
Here we go. One of your brand new designs, and this was the first test run of it, and it looks like it works, so this is good.
Yeah, we've been working very hard over the past few months to make sure this show is pretty predictable in how it runs. It does require a lot of practice to pull off a show like this. It really is a performance.
There is so much more going on. So Kent's going to be closing out Style Week tomorrow night, but we have lots more to come this morning, and we're going to show you that in a little bit. Back to you.
This week has been filled with designers working hard for Style Week Northeast, of course, New England's premier fashion week, which runs through tomorrow night, Saturday evening. That's right. And this morning we are lucky enough to have international designer Melina Cortez from Lullaby here with us to talk all about her collection that will be featured on Style Week's runway. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
A great pleasure to have you join us. You know, we've had different designers here featured on the Roadshow all week, and I have said to each and every one of them, because it is the truth, I'm so fascinated by how people arrived at this type of career. How did you get going and get started in this line of work? Were you inspired at a young age?
I was very much inspired at a young age by my grandmother. I grew up in a very small town in the Dominican Republic, and my grandmother, I grew up watching her make my uniforms, and it was just a home sewing machine, nothing crazy. She made patterns out of newspaper, so I always was around that. I always knew that I wanted to do something either in the fashion or beauty industry. However, I had to go to school and get a degree, and you know, my parents kind of forged that path for me.
Sure.
And it wasn't until later in life, after I got married and I was a little bit more established in corporate life, that I was able to save a little bit of money and put that into my dream.
What a great story, the fact that you forged that path through the inspiration that you alluded to, and now you're doing it, which is such a wonderful thing. Take us through some of your designs here. I know that you'll be showing tomorrow night at Style Week, and you were telling me these are not the ones you'll be seeing, which is why you guys need to show up to the show tomorrow night. But these are some of your past designs so people can get a sense of what it is you do.
Absolutely. So one thing that really represents Lobby are the timeless designs. It's something that I chase with every collection.
Sure.
When I design a piece, I like to design a piece that...
Pull it out. Let's take a look at it. Get a shot of it here. Come on.
To design a piece that can be worn today as well as 6 months from now. It's not something that's going to go out of style, and I really want it to be an investment staple in a woman's closet.
That's a great point. We don't want to spend money on something and then have it go out of style.
Well, when I was struggling a little bit and I had a limited budget and I went shopping, of course, I had to teach myself to buy things that I could wear with a jacket, dress it down, dress it up, different ways. And that's kind of what I like to do with my pieces. These are more like nighttime pieces, but I also like to do pieces that go from day to night.
Transitional.
Exactly, very versatile, from work to a cocktail. And then of course we have more glamorous pieces, if you will, that you can wear to a nice cocktail party, a nice wedding. This one maybe not a wedding because you don't want to take, too much away from the bride, but but you have
good advice, ladies.
But you have pieces like this that you can really wear to any red carpet event, any big event that you have planned, any function, exactly, any gala.
Well, we can't thank you enough for sharing your talents with us right here this morning and for making the trip to join us here on the Roadshow. And we wish you luck with your showcase tomorrow night.
Thank you so much.
All right, good to have you with us. If you would like to learn more all about her collections, you can visit us at roadshow.com and get your tickets for Style Week tomorrow night, where you can see her showcase on full display. For now, we want to send things over to Ashley once again, who is behind the scenes at the Rhode Island Convention Center, checking things out at Style Week. Good morning once again, Ashley.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, so besides the designs that you see, which you guys were just talking about, there's all the hair and makeup that goes into the shows as well. It's such a huge undertaking, and there's an entire team backstage that does all of that, and I'm here with a couple of them this morning. We have Holly and Jill here, a couple of the girls who are working on the models throughout the entire season, and they're going to show us more of a look for if you're coming out tonight and you want to kind of like take your look to that next level. But before we get to that, I just want to ask you about the process of working with the designers on the show. How do you come up with a look? Do they come up with the idea and then you guys collaborate? Are you like, I see this vision? How does that all work, Holly?
It's mostly a collaboration. It's our favorite part for sure, working with the designers. In some cases, if they don't know where to begin, that's where our expertise come to play and we kind of guide them. But it's a back and forth collaboration process.
And you have done this for so many years now. I mean, what's your favorite part about all of this?
Seeing it on the runway. All the planning and everything, once it hits the lights, that's my favorite part.
It's always so fun to see everything come together. So today we're going to do more of a look for maybe somebody at home is watching and they want to come tonight. So tell us about what you're going to do here on Sarah.
So we're going to keep it soft and natural. And the styling this season has been very natural. Everything has a soft, natural element. So on Sarah today, we're going to start with a Prep and Prime lip primer. This is a super smooth, velvety base for lip color.
You actually used this on me the other day, and I was saying I didn't even believe you that this was actually going to do something, and it really did. So for people who were like, what's a lip primer, like I was, what is a lip primer?
Well, feeling's believing, just like you did, right? So it's this base that will make your lip color feel better, stay on longer, and moisturize your lips.
Yeah, the moisturization was key. It really was.
This color is called Chili.
And you said this is kind of like a nice fall color.
Certainly, it's a great fall color. It's a little spicy. The name Chili is great for fall. Press your lips together. And we're seeing a trend of a very faded and undefined lip shape. So
is that kind of different from what we've been seeing? Because I feel like we've been seeing a lot of the big, overdrawn, overfilled lips. So is this kind of like a backlash to that? Or?
Exactly. Keep it soft and natural. I think when you have too much of a trend, it's good to take it back a notch. So after you put on your lip color, sometimes I just stamp it into the lips and let it look more like a lip stain and let it wash, open up slightly, and keep the intensity to your lip color right in the center of your lips. instead of on the edges.
That's so interesting. I would have thought the exact opposite, and this is going to change everything. So then we have Jill over here, too. Jill's with St. Germain Studio. Jill, what are you doing for hair?
So again, what Holly said, a lot of the looks are very simple, clean. It's really kind of going back to those basics. So you're going to see a lot of parts down the middle, which I know there's always that exaggerated side part and all the beachy waves, but very sleek, very natural. And that's really, it's kind of refreshing, you know, as much as we love those intricate and exciting hairstyles, this kind of changes it up even for the styling team, so it is really
it's kind of like, as we're all getting into a new season here, we're seeing these new trends, the slick back hair, which is completely I'm changing my entire look for it tonight because I was planning beachy waves and a nice big lip, and now I have to reinvent everything. So we'll have a lot more coming up later. There's shopping, you guys. We haven't even touched on that yet. That's coming up in a little bit. Back to you. Hey guys, well, you may have the food, but we have the fashion, and we have moved off the runway and we're down in the accessory showcase now, where anybody who comes tonight or tomorrow night will get a chance to look around and go shopping. Really, it's kind of a little marketplace of vendors of local stores where you can pick stuff up. I've come every night and kind of zhuzhed up my look once I got here, and I'm here now with Dixie Carroll from J. Marcel, who is one of the vendors this year. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks so much for joining us. So this is not your first accessory showcase, correct?
It's not. We've done several style weeks, and as always, we're super excited to be here. It's just such a fun event. It's, you know, obviously a very fashion-forward event, but it is also very embracing of everyone, and I think that that's one of the things that we love the most about it is all styles are represented here, and everyone's fashion sense is celebrated.
Absolutely, and kind of like once you get here and you get into the vibe and you see some shows, at least for me, I get in the mood to go shopping. So I would imagine you do pretty well here, that people kind of are in that spirit and kind of are getting excited and like to see some of the newest trends that are going on right now.
Yeah, and we're getting inspired. The people that are seeing the shows are getting inspired. People come back from the runway shows. They, you know, have an idea in mind. They come shop the tables, whether it's ours or one of the other amazing vendors that are here. And it really makes the whole event extra special because you get to leave with something.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's just a great night out. Besides just seeing a great show, you really can, like you're saying, be interactive. And as you mentioned, there's about a dozen vendors who are going to be here tonight. So let's talk a little bit about some of what you have here. I know you've brought some of the stuff that's probably on trend for fall right now.
Right.
All right, let's talk about some of these. Let's start with the necklaces here, these amazing statement necklaces.
So Celestial has been a big trend, and it's moving forward into fall. So we have a lot of layered pieces here, and then that also carries into some of the statement chunky things that we have brought. One of the fun things about doing Style Week is that people are not afraid to accessorize here with big, bold, colorful things. So we've brought some of our most statement-y pieces in the store. And those are the things that people tend to gravitate to here. But we also brought a lot of things that are really wearable and easy to work into your fall wardrobe. Resin is a big trend for fall.
Yeah, we were talking about that. So some people may have started to see this pop up. Give us an example of what that is, what resin is, and how we're kind of seeing it.
So these earrings and this necklace, these are resin pieces, and it's just the process of how they're made and what they're made from. But people are loving them because they're lightweight. They can mix in a lot of different colors into them. It really adds a big punch to your wardrobe. These earrings are quite large, but they don't weigh very much, and so a lot of people like them for that as well.
And it's a fairly inexpensive price point as well, correct?
Exactly. Those earrings are $16 for us.
Yeah, so it's a big statement for, you know, a small amount of money, and you're really getting a big look.
Exactly.
And you wanted to mention, too, you were saying leopard print, funny enough, is another big trend that we're seeing for fall. I think it's something that never goes out of style, but you're seeing some leopard print. You have a scarf here, and it's another huge trend.
We love leopard. It's showing up in accessories. It's showing up in the clothing, as you know. And to tie in with the resin tortoiseshell really helps complement that look. And so we're seeing a lot of tortoiseshell earrings and things like that as well.
So much great stuff, you guys. You cannot go wrong if you come here tonight. That was just a tiny little smidge of what you can see. There is so much more. Style Week is going on tonight and tomorrow night. Tickets are still available. Get them now before they sell out, because they always do. Back to you.